So, what should your call to action do in a carousel? Which this got brought up. We just finished our first live call with a bunch of you guys, and I think it ran for like 3 hours. We were launching carousels. And one of the questions that we got asked was there's a call to action at the end, and it always seems to ask people to send this to a friend or share it with someone instead of asking them to reach out to book with us. And why does it do that? Would it be possible for us to make the call to action more come book with me? And the answer is yes, it would. But I want to talk a little bit about why we suggest more call to actions that ask people to share it with their friends. So, the carousels we make with EMS, the idea is to have someone read that and feel like it's talking directly to them and is giving them a lot of value for the time they're spending scrolling through your carousel. And if it's talking just to them, we want it to then have them thinking about the people that they're going to be traveling with or that are involved in the buying decision. And we want them to send the carousel to them, which does two things. Right? First is it creates that engagement metric of this is being shared, which is one of the strongest indicators for Instagram, Meta in general, and other platforms that this is content it should be pushing to a broader audience. But the second thing it does is when someone watches your content and they engage with that content, these platforms have a profile of who this person is, and they'll use that profile to share your content with more people who are similar to that person, which is the audience that you want to reach. And so it'll get in front of that audience as well. But if they're sharing it to, like, let's say their spouse or somebody else that it makes them think of, then suddenly instead of having just that person for Meta to go, okay, this content might appeal to this person who looks like this person that it just appealed to. Now they've got 6 people that this person sent it to. So you've suddenly got 6 times the number of possible customer profiles that Meta will be showing your content to, if that makes sense. So if we're encouraging them to send it to the person who's always overthinking their holiday instead of to call you, what we're doing is really boosting the possible reach and engagement that you're going to get out of that one post, right? Because the post already hints at the things that you do to help make a trip smooth, or the things that you do to help them get the most out of their holiday. And your profile should already indicate that you're somebody who can help them book travel. So if you say, call me to book this, or call me to make your life easy, you're telling them something that they probably already know, and it feels like you're selling to them. If you say, send this to a friend who will laugh at it, or send this to the person who always does X, it feels like you're their friend. It makes them like you, and then it's much easier ask for them to send it to a friend. It's one button. If the ask is, call me to book a trip, that's a little bit, they have to go figure out how to contact you, and then they have to book the trip. And it's sort of encouraging them to go off platform, which Meta doesn't like. If you're encouraging them to send it to a friend, you're encouraging them to use platform features, which means that your post will already get pushed more than it otherwise would have done. So that's why we do that.